Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
26. Hey, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Check 30.
Right to the air is Rodgers. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Inside. Hey, check 26. Jump out.
Now it's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd and 10. Here's May. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw forward May. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Yeah, this. Hey, Mike. Scat 300. Scat 300. Go to 50. Yeah, this.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This defense for the Patriots, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Open man here is Conklin. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown. Season, and the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
When you talk about this Jets defense, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down and 6. Looking to throw. May. got his man, and that's the rookie fourth-round pick. And he will have a Patriots first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You don't see too many quarterbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's May. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, May. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Check 30. Inside. Hey, check 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they work this out past the 25.
Jump out! Get 300! Get 300! Go to 50! Back north!
Now Rodgers. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. It's another first down, and that'll be a gain of 21 yards. $13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on. Set. Stay team. Pioneer. Seven Pirates. Go.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. The Jets at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
26. Hey, 88.
Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Check 30. Inside. Hey, check 26. Jump out.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. That is caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
26.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's May. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Jim! Jump out! Yeah, this. We need you.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Hey, you block. Hey, Mike. Get 300. Get 300. Go to 50.
Rodgers going to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. In motion left is Wilson. Throwing is Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
88.
And again, it's Rodgers. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. Zerline now for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. To the air, May.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
Inside the 10.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
That's complete. Demario Douglas with it.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, May with it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
26. Hey, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you check 30. Inside. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, this. Here, Mike. Get out 300. Get to 50.
To throw is Rodgers. This one deep for Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Throwing here is May. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
From the 33, here's second down and 7. Play action. May.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Jamie and Sherwood.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why, because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
They'll run with Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll look to run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So from the 37, here's second and 3. Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's Javon Kinlaw busting through, and he sticks him behind the line.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's May.
Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
There's big Quentin Williams, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Kene Nwangu.
41 yards.
And the Patriots are able to claw one back.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
30.
Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On first down, right back to Hall. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He finds Wilson.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Garrett Wilson.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. May.
Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
No. Hey, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you take 30. Look 50.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Here's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
He'll find Lazard here over the middle. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Go to 50. Back north.
Rodgers again now. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Jets look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize.
26.
We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Jets continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second and 7.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Let's go now.
Give left side here for Nwangu. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd and 5. They'll throw with May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run with Nwangu. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. Handoff right side to Nwangu. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. On the run is Nwangu. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll try and throw for it with May. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Jets, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for New England,